fix that. Oh, and guess what? The camera settings are completely different. All right, sit back down so I can try to get you in frame again. Because now that we're live, it's different than on the camera setting. No, actually, it's pretty good right there.
Okay.
Okay, so now you should be able to go in.
And press live?
No. You're gonna go your channel. No idea who that is. Let's see. Your channel. Videos. Manage videos. No. Live. Oh, it's not there yet. Okay, right here. Right there, so we
There
can
we
see
are.
ourselves. All right, we've got a couple of people. All right, Jamie O is in, and G Hand is in. All right, guys. So what I am going to do is let Katie have this so that she can look at the. Sorry, guys, we're new at this, so don't know exactly what to do here. You know, we should probably turn your volume down because you don't need to hear it because you'll be able to hear me. So that way you can read comments. Let's see. Oh, we got 23 people in already. All right, cool, cool. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Let's see. Jamie O, Alvin Beard, Ernie Rice, Daniel Richard Honeywell, William Prim.
All right, guys. Well, welcome. And as you can see, we're still at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, but not for long. We're going to be heading out here just shortly. But we wanted to touch base with you guys first and go ahead and do this drone giveaway. But we're still climbing, so we're just going to hang out, let everybody
Hey, Emery.
come in. Hey, Emery.
Hi,
You know,
Humble Greek.
And again, everybody should thank Emery for this drawing as well, because if he hadn't given me that drone, then you guys wouldn't be getting mine. Or I should say my old one. I guess they're both mine, but still. Questions or anything, or just...
Everybody's just kind of saying hello.
All right, cool. Well, hello, everybody. That's pretty cool. I did not expect almost 40 people in here that quick. But... So I know that
Hey, Danny.
since we are here in Laconia, the big question, was, whether we're going to continue doing this or not. And thanks to you guys, I really think that you made the difference, and we will definitely be back next year. At least that's the plan for right now. I mean, obviously we can't control fate, but we are definitely going to put it on the schedule to be here next year. It's really hard to track exactly how many sales came from viewers or subscribers. And I should say it's really hard. We didn't track is really what it was. We probably should have made notes. But the sales were significantly better than they were the last time we were here, even though we had a lot of those slow days. And what?
If you were giving away the lemonade stand girl or the girl in yellow.
Yeah, guys, if I had the girl in yellow, I wouldn't be giving her away. But
Oh.
so anyway, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. Hi, Bob and Tam.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Tam. Thanks for having lunch with us yesterday.
Hey, bearded guy Jeff. Chris never grow old.
Yeah, never
Ever,
grow old.
ever, ever.
So anyway, what I'm kind of seeing is that we had a lot of days where there was a huge amount of room for improvement, and we really wanted you to do better on those days. So at the time they seemed a little bit slow, but as they accumulated throughout the week, we still did so much better than we did the last time we were here. So realistically, even with some slow days, I'm very happy with the results of it. Yes, there's room to grow, and I want to do better than we did. As far as a 2-week long rally, and technically it was 8 days here, and like Daytona we have 9 days. We didn't even come close to the kind of sales that we do in Daytona. Not that I expected it to, but I would love to be able to turn this into something like that. And I think that the potential is there. We'll see how next year goes. Of course, next year's the 100th. It's gonna be good no matter what, I think. Of course, I know better than to say that and count on it, but it should be. Before we get into doing the drawing, does anybody have any questions or anything? Sorry, Kate, will have to read the questions to me.
But it's not so much questions. Everybody's just saying hello.
Okay, hello
Um,
everybody.
Humble Greek said, I watch a video where they put AMSOIL up against the purple stuff, and AMS won. That comparison, hands down.
Yeah. The truth is, I don't like to talk bad about other oil companies. Royal Purple used to be a really good oil company. And back in the days, they built a top quality product. It was a true 100% synthetic oil. And over the years, though, from what I understand, like the last decade, it's been bought like 6 times. Don't quote me on that. I'm just kind of paraphrasing, but it's been multiple purchases. And from what I've been told, each time it gets purchased, the new bean counters in the company kind of start cutting corners. And what it really comes down to is they're capable of building a good product. And they do make a good product that they give to their sponsored race teams, but it's not the same product that you can buy as a consumer. And that's where I find flaw with the system. And with AMSOIL, what they give to the racers is the same stuff that you buy. There is no special formula that good people get and the rest of the people get, the bottom of the barrel. What they make is what they make, and it's what they give to everybody.
Okay. What's the worst bike to work on?
Well, are you talking about problematic or just hard to work on because they're hard to work on?
And then Ernie Rice says, you have an hour meter on your motorcycle?
I do not, only because I've not found one that I like yet. So when we estimate the hours that are on it right now, we do it by adding up the shows that we did that year and the number of hours that were open during those shows times the show days. It is not exact, obviously, but I know the first few years we did, the average was 1,498 hours per year. And keep in mind, we're almost 7 years into this now. Now, obviously, 2020, there weren't as many hours. Last year, there weren't as many hours. And this year, there's not going to be as many, just because we're not doing as many shows. But we're still estimating it at between 6,500 and 7,000 hours somewhere. And what's pretty amazing about that, for those of you that have never done the math on it, if you were traveling at 60 miles per hour, it would take you 1,500 hours to travel 90,000 miles. So those first few years, it was equivalent to 90,000 miles of runtime, plus the actual mileage that I put on there, which hasn't been a lot. I've only put about 10,000 miles on the bike in the last few years, just because we're always working and always trailing it somewhere. I don't get that much time to actually go ride.
Okay. Yes, we are still at the track, Bob and Tam. How do you feel about V-twin oil products from 302 Road King? And I'm going to answer one question. The 3-hole oil change is $225. Now here there isn't tax, but normally there is. And then
So V-twin oil, you mean the brand V-twin like you buy through Drag? Truth is, I haven't seen any recent specs on it. But back in the days, it was just kind of a typical run-of-the-mill oil. It wasn't anything super special. It didn't even come close to comparing to a high-quality, truly synthetic motor oil. And that's something else I want to touch on. People kind of throw the word synthetic around a lot. And AMSOIL is a 100% synthetic motor oil. The big difference there that a lot of people don't realize, because there's trickery in the market, is when you're purchasing oils that say full synthetic, the actual words full synthetic, you'll notice most times it's in quotations. That is the legal term that means they're selling you a high-priced oil that is blended. So it's actually a synthetic blend, not a 100% synthetic. It's a class 3 motor oil where they take a synthetic base stock and they mix it with a non-synthetic base stock. And the way the law is written, they do not have to disclose how much of each they use. So you're paying a premium price, but you might only be getting 10% synthetic or 30% or 40%. There's really no way to know, and they just don't disclose it. AMSOIL is one of very, very few companies that make a true class 4 oil, which is 100% synthetic. There's 0 petroleum in the base stock.
okay. Where do your employees go now? They follow you guys to the next step on their own? Yes, they do. Chip is going to go visit with family, and I believe that Joey is also going back home for a little while. And then we go to the 3-wheeler Deadwood Rally, where Chip will be, and then both of them will be in Sturgis.
Yeah, Joey's not working the 3-wheeler rally with us. It's kind of a slow rally, so we didn't really need the 2. And he had an opportunity back at home where he could actually make some pretty good money doing something. So he told me, hey, if you need me there, I'll be there, but I kind of like to go this. I said, no, go do your thing. We'll be fine.
We are not going to be in Gettysburg in July.
We've never done Gettysburg, don't have any intention of doing Gettysburg.
The HD golf cart, we did not save it, but Chase did get some parts for it, and it's going to be probably a project for him.
The cylinder was on back for it. In fact, one of our subscribers, he goes by Ratfink, but his name is Ron. He kind of, I guess, has got a good lead in there. I don't know if that's what he actually does for a living or did for a living. He told me, and I'm sorry, my brain fart, I don't know. But he even checked all of his sources, and the cylinder itself just was not available. So it's the only part we could not get.
Okay, while watching the videos of Laconia, it didn't look like it was that busy. It really isn't a very busy show. We've been coming here for quite a few years, and it's not that busy. Now, there's a lot of people who are riding, but usually it's not real busy for the vendors unless it's like a t-shirt vendor, I would say.
Yeah, well, here at the Speedway anyways, you don't get the crazy masses of foot traffic like we do when we're in Daytona and Sturgis. When you go up to the Weirs Beach, yeah, there's people everywhere. It's elbow to elbow. But we don't get that here.
Humble Greek wants to know about the 2011 Fat Bob. He's thinking of buying one. What do you think of it?
I think it's a really cool looking bike. I have not ridden one yet. In fact, when Katie and I were at the Harley dealer yesterday, I was kind of pointing it out to her and said, you know, I actually like the styling on this bike and something I would like to ride in the future and see. I have watched a few reviews from other YouTubers that have ridden it, and most of them seem to really enjoy it. Especially with the 114 engine in it. It's got a lot of power and it's a fairly lightweight motorcycle. It can be a lot of fun. It's a really good hot rod of a motorcycle.
No, they did not get the cylinder fixed on the Harley golf cart. Let's see.
Holy crap, 102 people.
Yeah.
Our last live had like 25. So
I guess the one that Humble Greek is interested in, the Fat Bob only has 3,500 miles for 9,000. Is that a good price?
Oh, what year is it?
11.
11? I don't know. I'm not really that good at appraising that. I would almost, for 3,500 miles, that might be a good price. I know right now the used market on everything, whether it's motorcycles, cars, trailers, lawnmowers, everything has kind of gone up. You know, a couple years ago, you might have seen that bike for 7 or 8, but so 9 may not be that bad.
Whiskey Workbench. Amsoil is available in Canada. Adam usually has our website where you can go ahead and order it off our website, even in Canada. So you can go to the drop-down box after this.
Yeah, there's a link in our descriptions. Now, there are a few items that Amsoil makes that you cannot get in Canada.
We're tired.
Canada does not allow spray cans. So things like our Miracle Wash, the Mudslinger, the brake cleaner, all that stuff, if it comes in a spray can, it's very difficult to get up from what I understand.
Sarge 946, that's awesome that you have been using Amsoil since '81 and you're a dealer. You've seen a lot of changes, I bet.
Yeah, our upline, George Douglas, he's been in it since '81. He does very well for himself. He makes my Amsoil sales look puny.
Black Mighty Mites, will they be in Sturgis?
I want to say yes. So I have a shipment going to my house right now. We were trying to get them routed here, but by the time they were actually leaving the actual factory to come to us, it wasn't possible to get them here, so I had them rerouted to the house. I was just having a small batch shipped here. Michelle is taking the bulk of it to the main warehouse so that she can ship out to all the online customers that are on back order. But she was trying to get me some here, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Which sucks, because we actually lost a lot of sales not having those.
We did. A lot of people wanted them. Barbara Smith wants to know, how come you don't focus on too many Gold Wings? Is there not many of them at the places you go to?
Yeah, and it's just sheer statistics on what shows up. I love Gold Wings. It's just, if one comes in, we'll do an oil change on it. We have all the products for it. It's just, I can't control who brings their bikes to me. If I see them in the parking lot, I even film a lot because I happen to love the Gold Wings. And because I'm actually 48 years old now, I think I can legally own one, so maybe someday I will.
No, well, yeah, you are 48.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just turned 48 like 2 months ago.
Jamie O wants to know, how is Goliath doing? Jake brake been repaired. Goliath is a beast.
No, in order to fix the Jake brake, I'm gonna have to replace the head. Every other attempt we've made at welding studs in there or trying to fix the head itself has been a failed attempt. So we're gonna look for a head. Chances are it's not gonna happen this season. It'll be a winter project just because
takes time.
You guys have seen how my projects go. I've got a list of 20 things I want to get done before I go to the show, and like 4 of them get done. So I don't want to pull the engine apart when I've got a deadline to be somewhere and not be able to get it back together, because that would really mess up our schedule. So it will probably have to wait till after Galveston, and that's if I can even find one. Detroit 60 Series heads are not easy to come by right now. I've tried a couple sources and they're out of stock.
All right, Big Twin 99. Have you had any issues with the fans failing on the Love Jug Mighty Mites, as I am on my 3rd fan on the front cylinder in just over 1 year? The rear fan I have not had any issues with, only front fan.
We did have a brief issue, and believe it or not, that is one of the reasons that they're on back order now. When we started to see the problem arise, basically Michelle and I had a conversation, and we decided to stop production of the current Love Jug until we fixed it, which is why we weren't selling them to you. I thought it was better to not have an item to sell than to sell you something that we didn't have a lot of faith that wasn't going to fail. So it took some time to track down the actual cause of the failure, and we believe we've got it fixed, and the new batch is going to have the new style motors in it that we put in, basically a resistor that is supposed to help spikes from the charging system that were blowing that motor out. So believe it or not, it's actually a problem with the Harley Davidson, but it was our motors are being affected by it, and it's way less common in the Cool Masters. It was really just a Mighty Mite problem.
Okay, so get a hold of Adam through his email as far as your fans go. Great info, bro, big bro. Let's see. Any tips for anyone thinking about becoming an AMSOIL dealer?
Yeah, make sure you sign up underneath me. No, it does benefit us if you do, but you know, I think being an AMSOIL dealer is great for somebody who's actually motivated and wants to put time into something. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes some dedication and time to build it, but the rewards can be very good. And I've got a list of videos that I intend to make, and I want to build a studio at home, and hopefully after Sturgis I'm going to try to actually build the studio, and I'm going to try to produce some videos that are a little bit more targeted towards individual products that AMSOIL makes, plus the whole dealer network and retail network, and how AMSOIL works as a corporation, and why I love the company so much, on top of loving the product. It's not just the product. They build a fantastic product, but the company itself, the people that work there, the people that run it, are some of the best people you'll ever meet in your life.
Hi, Tam.
Except for the one lady we ordered from last week.
Anyway, what type of AMSOIL should I put in my Polaris 6x6 1999? And that is from Frank Simmons. So go on to AMSOIL.com, and they have a drop-down box where you can look up anything you need for any motorcycle, truck, ATV, UTV, even heavy-duty trucks. You put in the year, make, and model, and it will tell you everything that AMSOIL carries for that application. Plus, sometimes it'll even tell you the viscosity of the oil, how much goes in each compartment. And I always butcher this, the amount of torque on the drain plug.
Yeah. You know, it's impossible for us to memorize every single specification of every unit out there, and I don't work on a lot of side-by-side, so stuff like that is not fresh in my head. So I would have to look it up, but we do make a UTV ATV line, and a lot of those is going to be like a 1040 or a 040 weight, but always check your service manual. It'll tell you what weight of oil, what specification it needs, and then of course AMSOIL will have that information in most cases as well.
Chad Roberts, how do you like Myrtle Beach Rally compared to Daytona? Apples and oranges. Daytona was way off the charts, and it was so busy that we literally were going from the time we woke up until we went to bed. We just did that for what, 10, 11, 12 days?
So when you're asking how we like it or how does it compare, it depends on what aspect you're looking at. From a business standpoint, nothing compares to Daytona and Sturgis. Those are our two top rallies.
How do you like it compared to Daytona?
Yeah. So financially, from a business standpoint, Daytona is my favorite because it's the one that we make the most money on. Sturgis usually comes in second place. Every once in a while, Sturgis is higher, but on average, we do better in Daytona in the spring than any other rally we do throughout the year.
Our family is there as well, so we get to see a lot of our family and friends.
Because we had our business just south of Daytona forever. We lived in a house in Volusia County for many years. We kind of grew up in the area, so it's kind of like old stomping grounds. A lot of friends and family. Myrtle has been challenging for us for a number of years. We moved around the first few years before we found a good spot, And then even the good spot has had some not so good years. This year was the exception. This year we did better than we've ever done at Myrtle before. We did better than we did here. But as far as me liking it, I'm not a fan of the Myrtle Beach area when it comes to riding. It's a lot of traffic, and there's really not a lot of good riding out there. And that's why, as far as my favorite rallies, like where I would go if I was on vacation, would either be here or Sturgis, because those are the two rallies with the best riding that we've done. Now, I know there's some out in like Bandera, Texas, I've heard has really good riding, but I've never been there. So I can't say personally, but I've heard it has. And even, what is it, the Durango, Colorado rally, Four Corners rally or something like that. They've got that $1 Million Highway out there. I've heard nothing but fantastic reviews on it. But once again, we've never been out there to experience it ourselves.
Okay, what else do I have? Sorry, I'm trying to get to them as quick as I can, guys.
No, it's hard, especially when there's a lot of people and it's hard to keep up with them.
The small twin love jugs. The black ones are $370 and the chrome ones are $390.
$395.
$395. Unless you're talking about the soft tails, which are...
Yeah, then they're $450 and $480 or something like that, I think.
Yeah. What type of oil do you use in your drone?
I have not dipped it in oil yet.
Ah.
Speaking of which, here's the one we're going to give away in a few minutes.
Yep. It was great meeting you as well, Joe Casey, and your wife. We really, really enjoy meeting our subscribers. It's really nice to kind of put names to faces, but we've met a lot of wonderful people while we were here for this trip, and we hadn't been here for 2 years. So it was really nice to be able to talk to people and visit with people. We got to go on a ride with John and Colleen yesterday when we had lunch with them and with Bob and Tam. And there was many others that I sat and had lots of conversations with. And it was just, you know, we made some new friends, and it was really nice to be able to meet so many people.
Again, we're not tracking it, but we probably had somewhere between 50 and 80 people come by that said that they were either subscribed or at least watched the channel. And not just here, even when I was at the gas station, I'd bump into people just out and about. You know, sometimes when I'm filming, I'm walking around, and when they see the camera in my hand, it's like the light bulb goes off, and they're like, oh, I know who you are.
Charlie from New Hampshire. Yes, we will be at the 100th.
Yes, we're definitely coming back next year.
Good morning, Chesterfield, England.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say good morning, YouTube.
Yes.
I was planning an open like that.
Tom
but
Bryan, hello.
We were trying to get the camera set up and everything, and we've never done this where we've sat here. I mean, we've only done one other live, and that was at that truck show a couple months ago, and I just walked around and pointed the camera at pretty
trucks. If you guys have gotten any of these messages from Telegram saying you want a drone from us, it is a scam. This is the only time we're doing that drawing is right now after we get done talking to everybody.
I don't even know what Telegram is. I don't have a Telegram account.
I have a Telegram account. He does not. I don't know how that happened, but it also happened to another YouTuber recently who doesn't give anything away ever. And he was like, that's not me. I don't do that. But we have done giveaways, but I don't know how they got the information or what have you, but no. Don't believe it.
And unfortunately, they're attacking us from multiple accounts. So as soon as I hide one user so that they can't post anymore, like 2 more pop up, and I hide those, and then 2 more pop up. So it's kind of endless, and there's not a lot I can do about it, but I just keep deleting them when I can. But you guys need to know, just stay away from it. Don't fall for it. You will know if you win something from me, because I will tell you.
We are not going to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. We did that years ago, and it was just not a good rally for us.
And the promoter shafted us.
Ratfink was trying to get a cylinder, Robert Schroeder, for us, and yes, he tried to check in Jacksonville and he wasn't able to get one. Thank you. It's the first time we're doing live. It's a little different, but it's okay. Hello from Rochester, New York. Our website is extremebikes.com, so it's XREMEBIKES.com.
And it is in the link of almost all of our videos. Every once in a while I forget to put it in there, but if you hit the drop down menu in the description, the link is in there to all of our social media stuff.
And when you go onto extremebikes.com, it has all the love jugs information on there. And then if you tap on AMSOIL, it goes to our AMSOIL website as well. Let's see what else is in here. Yes, Bob and Tam, it is the best part about being a YouTuber. I know that some YouTubers only do a meet and greet every few months, but with us being YouTubers and doing the rally circuit, it's doing it the entire week, 9 hours a day, which is really nice. So we get to actually, I think we get to spend more time than most people get to.
Yeah, like I said, and I really appreciate people coming by. I'm actually enjoying it.
Got a lot
So
done.
I always take, the time to at least say hi, shake your hand or whatever. Or, some people don't actually come in. They just kind of wave and say, hey, I watch you on YouTube. And I'm just like, hey, thank you. I appreciate you watching. And that's it, except for that one guy that was afraid to make eye contact or tried to make eye contact. I don't even know how that situation worked. Never heard from him again. So apparently it's not important.
All right, we did Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues. We were downtown at the campus bookstore, and apparently they're not wanting the vendors down there. So everybody's over at the Harley dealer in Rogers, and it is got a lot of multiple vendors, I'll put it that way. So instead of us going from Ocean City, which is before it, to BBB, and then back to Myrtle Beach, which would be a lot of driving, we decided to let that one go.
It's hard for us to set up at Harley dealers because most times, there are a few exceptions, but most times Harley dealers would not allow us to because of the nature of our business. They feel it's a conflict of interest and that we take too much money out of their service department. So they just won't let us do it.
Thank you, Ellen. We do. It's a lot of work, but we really enjoy it. And thank you, Vic. William Bricky? Sorry. Are the love jugs easy to put on, or do I need to have someone like you to do it for me? I have an 09 Electra Glide. You do need a frame mount kit for the 09 Electra Glide, but Adam does have in his playlist how to do the install if you're mechanically inclined on our playlist through our YouTube. So he did one with a frame mount and one without a frame mount. So you can go ahead and look at that and see if it's something you want to do or not, or else, get a hold of us so you can find out where we're going to be nearest to you so we can put them on for you.
Yeah, none of it's brain surgery, but the frame mount kit can be tricky. Even the first one I did, I read the directions on it and it just didn't make sense to me at first. And it took a few minutes and then I figured it out. And now because we've literally done thousands of them, we just know how to do it fast and quick now.
And we are going to be going back to Myrtle. We do Myrtle twice a year, just so you know.
Yeah, we'll be back there in October.
Woodsy, the price of the 3-hole oil change is $225. And yes, we will be at Myrtle in the fall. And we should have love jugs there. Call Adam maybe a week before so that maybe we can set you up for an appointment and make sure that we have what you need.
Now, we've actually set Facebook up to where you guys can set your own appointments, and through Square, which is our register system that we use, there's a way to do it. Now, I can't tell you how to do it, but I know that we set it up, and I don't know how to use it yet.
So this person said that Gentry and Sons accounts have been getting Telegram scammers as well.
Yeah, I heard something about that as well, and I haven't talked to Tim in about 2 weeks since before we came up here, so he hasn't said anything to me, but yeah, so it's not just me. I mean, these people are out there, and I don't know what their end goal is. I don't know if, like, when you click on the link, if they've got a way of accessing your
information
data
or whatever.
I really don't know. So your best bet is just avoid it, stay away from it.
Right. BD Ryder, hi from Pittsburgh.
Howdy,
Hello.
Pittsburgh. Speaking of Johnstown.
Yep. George Jones, looking forward to seeing you all in Ocean City in September. My Mighty Mites are still working great.
Good.
Let's see, what else? Always enjoy. Oh, thank you. As a lot of you know, Gixxer did pass away, and we had Lily this week, which I know a lot of you guys really love seeing Lily in the morning. But Lily is not our puppy. Lily belongs to Chip and Laura, our tech, and his girlfriend. And she was working down at the boardwalk, and she could not get back up to her camper to let her out because she's there by herself. So we went ahead and just kept her here, and she's kind of used to us because we kept her for a few months last year. So we went ahead and kept her to help them out. But you may see her off and on over the next, couple months. Let's see. where was I at? Sorry, I lost my place.
As I see, we've jumped up a bunch more in the chat. We're up to like 150 now. So for those of you that weren't at the beginning, obviously we're gonna do the drone giveaway here in just a few moments, but I also wanted to thank everybody that came out to see us at the rally, especially those people who actually made purchases with us, because it really made a difference at the show. You know, we were debating on whether we wanted to do the show anymore, and because of you guys, we're coming back.
Barbara Smith wants to know, I just switched my Goldwing over to HP4S 10W30. How would you compare that to AMSOIL? Is it close? And try to keep it a short answer.
Yeah, truth is, I haven't done any comparisons with that oil, so you know, I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know. I can tell you that everything AMSOIL makes is always the best it can be. They don't stop producing the product when it meets a certain recommendation like a lot of oil companies do. They build it to be the best that they can. In fact, they have formulas that have performed great, and then specifications will change. You know, Ford or GM or Harley or whatever will come out with another specification, say, well, now the oil needs to meet this level, and AMSOIL won't have to reformulate because their oil already hit that higher level of performance without them even knowing that it needed to, because they built everything to be the absolute best that it can be, given the current science and technology, you know, in the oil blending industry.
And let's see, where are we at here? Oops. Oh man, if you click on something that is definitely not from Adam, you know, because Adam doesn't ask for money. Do not send any money to these people.
No.
Do not, please. Let's see. Where else am I at? Daryl, Adam, you got to buy that BMW Street Trail when you get home.
No new bikes right now. We are working
Not yet.
really hard to pay our house off. Maybe after that I'll buy another motorcycle, but we're aggressively paying off all of our debts first. Which
Yes.
the house is all we have left.
Yes, Charlie, we do read directions. You never know when the manufacturer will change one thing that could be really important. Let's see, where are we at? Eric, Boyance, you do not need a frame mount kit for your 2012 Fat Boy.
Hey guys, the frame mount kits only work on 2008 through 2016 touring models. Softails are not touring models. Dynas are not touring models. Sportsters are not touring models. So you will need it on 8 through 16 Street Glides, Tri-Glides, Road Glides, Road Kings, Electric Glides, so on and so forth. Any of the FLH models.
Okay. Hi, Greg M.
And
from
FLR,
Canton, Ohio.
Technically, yeah.
Let's see. How's the tire business going?
It was busy this week. We had 2.
Yeah, we did. Let's see.
And again, I mentioned in some of the comments, that was just us trying to help out other vendors. Both of those tires were other vendors that work with us here, and they went and sourced the tires themselves. I do not carry tires. They just needed a lift to be able to do the work on, and then they got busy, so we just ended up doing the work.
Yes. Let's see, where are we at? All right, Charlie from New Hampshire, 21 Heritage. Love jugs are still available, just we don't have the Mighty Mites. So if, you know, you want the Chrome Cool Masters,
But
the originals.
21 Heritage is a Softail, so
Yeah.
we have product for the Softails.
Oh, my bad. Yes, we do. We have the Mighty Mites for them. I keep
Yep.
forgetting that they're a different application.
Now,
Sorry.
the only problem you're going to have with the 21 right now is all of the Softail designed units that are made to work on the Milwaukee 8 Softails with the ignition coil on the side, is we put a 6-pin plug on them to plug into the data link on those motorcycles. Well, in 2021, Harley removed that 6-pin plug. There is the 3-pin plug that all 17 and newer Milwaukee 8 powered motorcycles have. That plug is on there, so I'm gonna have to make an adapter to fit those, and then all future productions will have the 3-pin, because it turns out the 3-pin was on the 18s through 20s as well, and we just didn't realize it. It was like hidden. So we did it with a 6-pin plug, but now we know the 3-pin is there, so all new production will have the 3-pin. I'm gonna have to make a adapter to go from the 3-pin to the 6-pin, The only reason I don't have the adapters right now is Molex, which is the actual manufacturer of the plug ends, is out of stock. I can't buy the parts to build the harnesses, so that's why all of that is on hold right now.
Danny, we probably will eventually. I've actually talked to Adam about that, and he said he's thinking about maybe a Pomeranian, but we don't know for definite right now.
I'm not interested in getting a dog anytime soon.
Just not anytime soon.
I don't know if you want a Pomeranian. I think Pomeranians are cute. I'm not saying I want one. I'm just saying they're cute.
It's the only one he's mentioned so far. Let's see.
I don't know. Saint Bernard, Jade was cute.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I don't know if any of you guys have seen our friend Brenda and Ron's dog, the Larry. There was a subscriber that came by this week, and
A
couple times.
He was the one that we did the oil change on his pickup truck. Plus, we did his and his wife's bike, I think, the day before that.
Yes, and they have a Saint Bernard named Jade, much smaller than the Larry. So hopefully they can meet when we're in Sturgis.
She was a sweetheart, though.
She was so sweet.
She loved everybody that wanted to love her.
Yeah, she would just lean right into him like, pet me, love me. Let's see. I will. I'll mention that to him, Jeff.
Read the question because nobody else knows what you're
Oh,
answering.
Katie, make sure when you guys get home, there's a package for you and Adam. Make a video of Adam and you opening it for me, please. We will. Thank you in advance.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. I'm excited. I already told you in the message. I'm excited about it.
Yes, we are. It's been a little weird not having Jixer around, but it was a better decision for us to go ahead and put her down because she was suffering. And, when it gets to that point, sometimes that's just kind of the best thing to do. It's not always just about us. Sometimes, you've got to make that sacrifice for your dog or your cat or whatever animal you have. Are you going to put out information when you get Love Jugs in stock? That is from Santos. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I'll probably make a video once I physically have them in my hand and I know that they're available. I'll probably put out a video letting everyone know that they are available and what is available.
Okay, Big Johnson, do Love Jugs reduce the heat on your right leg or does it just keep your engine cool?
Both. So it is going to move heat, right? So air blown across the cylinder from the left to the right is going to carry the heat off to the right. But in 99% of the cases, our customers tell us that it's more tolerable. And I can tell you personally, from my motorcycle, it is. My bike was running well over 350 degrees in traffic before I had the Love Jugs on it. So that 350 degree air was what was cooking my leg. And I actually thought my pant legs were going to catch on fire a number of times. At the time, I actually had a crash bar on the bike. And like if I was on Main Street in Daytona, I would literally put my foot up on the foot peg that was on the crash bar just to keep it further away from the engine because it was so bad. Now the warmth is still there, but I don't feel like I have to escape it. You got to understand that there's an engine between your legs. You're never going to make it run cold. There's always going to be heat there, and a healthy running engine is still 200, 235 degrees. But when it gets up to 300, 350, or even 400 degrees in some cases, that is when not only engine damage is being done, but that's when you are getting really, really uncomfortable as well. So yeah, there is still going to be heat there. You've got an engine between your legs. There's going to be heat no matter what, but we're making it much more manageable on top of saving the life of the engine.
Thank you, Mike from Vermont. We do. We love people who watch our videos and comment.
It's starting to get chilly out here.
It is getting chilly. I'm like,
it was cold yesterday riding up to the White Mountains. We went up that tall mountain. I wasn't freezing, but I was definitely chilled.
Tom Murray, I just bought a Royal Enfield Interceptor to shoot around the mountains on.
That's awesome.
Adam has a Royal Enfield. He thought it was a James. No,
don't
you have
have
a
a Royal
James.
Enfield. For years, I thought it was a Royal
Enfield. It's a James.
And it's called a famous James. It's a British bike. It's a 1950. It's always been in my family. It was my great aunt Marilyn's. It's sitting at the house. One of these days, I'd like to restore it, but I almost feel like I'm going to hurt it by restoring it because it still has the original tires, the original inner tubes in it, the original everything. It's missing a battery, and my stepdad in like 1978 put a different set of grips on it. Other than that, it is 100% original and restored.
She used to ride it to church on Sundays, which is kind of cool.
Little 250cc two-stroke engine in it.
Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Ellen Babin. Yes, I do need to be in more videos. I'm usually too busy talking to people while he's walking around being the social butterfly and getting videos and talking to people and this kind of thing, but he puts me in there every once in a while.
And actually, this show, she did a lot of walking around, taking pictures and short videos, and then she just airdropped them to me, and I included them in. And we'd actually talked about doing a segment called Katie's Corner, where she could feature some of like the ladies' clothing and stuff like that. Maybe get some pictures of some of the more handsome gentlemen. But unfortunately, she failed that first attempt. She took some pictures of some guys that were
not. It probably
how do I
wasn't.
phrase it? Yeah,
It was probably something that some men or some women would probably be like, I don't know about that, but I don't always get a chance to go do it. So if you see it pop up, it'll say Katie's Corner.
Some of them are kind of goofy, but it wasn't just that. It was the way
Probably
she
the
took
way
the
I
picture.
took the
She was
picture.
like right up on their face. It was just like, hi. And
How you doing?
it was, yeah. So as I'm going through the video I'm editing, I'm like, no, I'm not leaving that in there. Delete. She hasn't figured out the camera angles, and you know, a lot of people have complimented me on the way that I film and edit, and I had no experience doing this before I started. I just kind of like, I guess, had a knack for it or whatever, and she doesn't have that.
I don't. So, but I'll work on it. I will work on it, Ellen. No, Emery. Yeah, Lily did not like the Doberman on her parking lot. She didn't like any dogs coming near us at all. She would get all buff and start barking. She didn't care what size they were.
But funny story though. This morning I get up
was funny.
and I go to take Lily over to the little grass patch, and as we're walking over there, one of the track employees, or maybe it was the guys who run the generators, they were hooking up to a trailer that was over next to the grass and pulling it out. And as I was getting there, and I didn't have Lily on her leash because there's nobody here, it's kind of an empty parking lot, so I just kind of letting her run free. All of a sudden I realized that guy had a big white dog in his truck, and the two dogs saw each other at the same time. So that dog went from the passenger seat to the driver's seat, lunged out the window, Lily started going towards the truck, both of them barking at each other, and me and the other guy at the same exact time went, Lily, no. Turns out his dog's name was Lily, but it was like almost perfect. It was hilarious, and it was funny.
That was funny. When he told me that, I was like, wow. What are the chances? What are the odds?
Well,
Sorry, I'm not very good at this, so bear with me. I'm trying to answer certain
She's
questions.
trying to type in the link. I usually copy it and then paste it.
It's okay. I know you're better at this than I am.
Apparently Michelle's not watching the live because she sent me a text message.
Slacker. Let's see what else.
Well, I guess we'll get ready to start doing the
on a
drawing here in
second.
a few minutes. God, we've been on for
Hello,
45 minutes
hello,
already.
Greg Matthews from Dallas. Yes, we wanted to go to Mount Washington on Sunday. The cold front that came through, they had like 75-mile-an-hour gusts, and they had snow, and they had wind, and everything else.
So they shut the road down to motorcycles, basically.
They basically
wouldn't let
said,
us
if
up.
you want to hike up there, you can. You can hike back down.
And yeah, that's too much work.
Randy Grimes, yes, we have heard it is very hot towards home. You know, most of you guys know that we live in Murphy, North Carolina, even though we're from Central Florida originally. Our daughter's been telling us every day that it is unbelievably hot. It's like upper 90s. It's very hot for this time of year. Tom Murray says the James will either have Vilas of Jap engine. If you need parts, message me.
Yeah, it's a Villars engine.
Villars. Okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. Apologize. Let's see.
I remember being a little kid and riding around on that motorcycle with my stepfather back in the days. I've had it now for, what, like 20 years?
Longer than that.
22, no. When he finally gave it to me, it was about 22 years ago.
All right, Milwaukee Mike, we will be at the Black Hills Vendor Park on Tatanka Road in Rapid City. So a lot of people who've been to Rapid City heading to the Black Hills Harley dealer, we're on the left-hand side before you get to the Harley dealer. We're in that huge gated parking lot. Let's see.
Holy crap, 180 people.
Blackie Red Hawk, I might could engineer some way of mounting love jugs to my bike, but I wish they made a kit for the metrics. we've heard that a lot. There's a lot of air-cooled metrics that really want to be able to use this, and we've asked people if they know of a way to do it. We'll share it with some of our customers that have metric air-cooled bikes, but Adam hasn't done it on one. So
Well,
it
that's not true. I did it
Oh, you
on
did?
I did it on a Yamaha Roadstar years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was a
we
long time.
we've done it on a Suzuki. It was one of the Volusia, which I believe is an 800cc.
But it's a good, it's different than how it's set up on the Harleys.
Yeah, because the horn configuration is different, so it took some adaptation, a couple hardware store parts and everything. But you know, where there's a will, there's a way. If we can make it happen, we will. What we get a lot of times is people wanting to put it on their bikes that are true liquid cooled motorcycles. Like I've had guys come and say, "Oh, I want to put them on my V-Rod." Well, they wouldn't do any good on a V-Rod. I know that it's still hot, there's still an engine there, but on a true liquid cooled engine, you've got a thermostat that's going to shut off that water flow if you cool it down too much, so that the engine heats back up. It's designed to run in a certain engine temperature range. And putting them on just wouldn't do any good unless you put them on the handlebars and them blowing at you. Wow,
Somebody's working late.
As you see, this place is like a ghost town right now.
Okay. Chad Smith, keep reporting whoever it is that keeps trying to talk to you about it. That's what we've been doing anytime that someone tries to scam us in any way.
And I think you guys can report it too.
And
I think
he has, but they keep trying to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I think Emery said that he reported it as well. But
Just keep reporting it because it's not from us, because we're going to do the drawing here in just a couple minutes.
yeah, because I'm starting to get cold.
Yeah, it is. It's chilly.
Then, guys, we're gonna head out tonight. So
we're gonna take a nap, and then
yeah,
we're gonna
I wanna
try
go
to get out of here.
3-4 hours of sleep, and then try to get out here. That way, I'm going through Boston and Concord and over through Scranton in the middle of the night, so that we don't have to deal with that traffic. And I'm hoping that I can be to Carlisle, Pennsylvania by morning, and then we're gonna stay there for a day and hang out.
Thank you for watching, Patriot Grease Monkey. Yes, Sarge 946. We do. We live over in Murphy. We're not very far from you at all. I think it's like, what, an hour and a half to Sweetwater? To
Yeah,
Tim's place? Yes, we
Depends on
can.
how fast you ride, but yeah.
Ross Thomas, yes, we can work on your Can-Am Spyder. When we go to the three-wheeler Deadwood Rally, which is the next rally that we're going to be going to, it is mostly Can-Ams. Adam does the oil changes on them, and I believe that we're going to do some other things on them. We're trying to work on that.
I've got air filters and stuff like that for them. I'm not super familiar with the bikes, but I'm getting better with them.
And believe it or not, we're the only ones at the shows that do work on them, as far as like the oil changes and
It's
if it's something we can do on them, we will.
Yeah, it's like
Some of the
anything
bikes
else.
takes a
first
little
time
bit more time than others because of all the plastics and such, but
Yeah, especially the older model RTs. There's so much plastic you got to take off just to get to like the drain plugs and the oil filters. It's a nightmare. So we do charge a little extra for them, but from what I understand, we're still considerably lower than the dealerships.
okay, where am I at? Oh, All right.
Okay, awkward silence.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read them as quick as I can. You know that some of these things we don't necessarily have to put on live, but
Yeah.
let's see. Deer Choker's close to Bristol. That's not too far from us. Let's see. Randy Grimes says, I hate for y'all other folks, but I'm going to win the drone and some love jugs.
Good luck to you, Randy.
Hit the like button, guys. Thumbs up. Hit the like button.
Yeah, only 2 people have hit the thumbs
Only
up yet.
2 people. Make
Got it.
sure you like, share, and
We've got
subscribe.
187 people in the chat right now, and only 2 people have hit that thumbs up. Remember that stuff like that actually helps the channel. It helps YouTube share it. If they know that you like it, then they'll share it because they'll think other people will like it.
Hello from Houston.
All right, well.
All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
We're
All right,
gonna
guys.
do this
so
giveaway.
So we're probably gonna have to stop answer comments for a minute because we got to go in and do the little.
We put everybody's name
It's
in.
a comment generator,
Yeah.
and I'll put the links into the 2 videos that you guys commented on, and it's just basically gonna shuffle it and it's gonna pick one. That way, it's foolproof. There's no favoritism or anything like that. So, all right. So you're gonna have to come off of here.
So hang on one
there.
second, guys.
Put a type in random comment generator. I think that's what it was. YouTube. Yep, right there. Yep, giveaway winner.
Okay.
All right, so now
You just have to pick
all
which
right.
one.
Well, you talk to people then, but we can't see any questions now. So unless
Yeah.
you pull out your phone. And
I
look at-
don't have my phone on
yeah.
me. I can't answer
So
questions
I
at the
gotta-
moment,
I gotta
but
remember.
Adam will answer questions after we do the giveaway, and he can always go back and answer questions for you guys.
All right.
Just make sure you
Enter
remember
YouTube
to
video
like,
URL.
share, subscribe, do the thumbs up, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook.
So I had to go find the video. This is one.
Now, whoever does win the drawing, or who wins the drone, make sure, I hope you're on here, so that whoever does win it, you guys can send us your information. Please email us at extremebikes@hotmail.com. That's x-tremebikes@hotmail.com. We do need your name, address, phone number, email, etc.
All right, dang it. It's not working the way I wanted it to.
Do you love when technology doesn't cooperate?
Yeah. Click on start, activate your account, access your content.
We have done this one other time before.
We've done it twice, but
yeah, that's true.
last time was in.
Last time was in Sturgis.
Yeah,
We
it was in
did
Sturgis.
an oil change giveaway, I believe.
Wants me to create an account.
We apologize,
I thought we
guys.
had this all set up already.
Bear with us, please. See, it should be so much easier than this.
There should be something within YouTube that
That just picks it up and goes, okay, what videos do you want to randomly find people with?
This doesn't look anything like. No, this isn't right.
No, you may need to
This
back
is
out of it.
not right. I think it's trying to take me to somebody else's website where they want to make me do something I don't want to do.
It's probably that guy who's trying to scam everybody.
All right.
He's
so
like,
comment
you've been
picture,
hacked.
YouTube.
I want your drone, love jugs, and oil changes.
YouTube channel ID, YouTube money calculator, YouTube tag extractor, YouTube random comment picker. YouTube random comment picker is the easiest way to pick a random winner. Fill out comments for YouTube. This pick a winner for your YouTube.
We'll get it figured out, guys. Trust me, it was so much
Sorry,
easier the
YouTube
last time
URL.
that we did
The
this.
text field.
We literally just pulled it up and they just said, what video do you want us to randomly pick from? And then he just put it in there and it started shuffling and it had everybody's handles just like going really quick. And all of a sudden just spit out a name at us. And then once we had the name, we were able to.
All right. Well, I thought I was going to be able to put both videos in there, and apparently it's not going to let me. I think you can only do the one. So let me.
It is getting cold out here.
Yep.
Burr.
So I got to go back to the other video.
Sorry, guys. I hope you're still with us because I can't see right now the.
Opening day. All right. Opening day at Laconia Motorcycle Week. Let's copy this link. Share. Copy link. Put it there. Paste.
Okay.
All right.
I think we have it. Hopefully, you guys are all
YouTube
still with us. Sorry.
options. Filter duplicate users, include replies. So I'm not going to include reply. I'm not going to filter duplicate users. Exclude blacklisted. Yeah, we'll exclude blacklisted users.
Yeah, we want the blacklisted ones gone. Yeah.
But I got to have names. So yeah, I don't know how to do that either. Review winner from list.
They must
after
have
draw.
changed it from the last time because it was not this hard
It was
to do.
super easy. Sorry, the captcha you entered is wrong.
Ah.
Oh, 5 plus 6 is 11. I got to do a math problem, and I'm not the best mather. Okay. All right, it's doing something. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think it's doing something. I thought it
Yeah.
started to do something. What is going on here?
This is craziness.
Okay, amount of comments. So there's, it says 204 comments. So then
Start. Do I get to press the button this
yeah.
time?
Okay, yeah. So, all right, there's a start button. So, yeah, Katie will push the start button. I
Where's
hope you
the
guys can
start
see
button?
that right there. I think
there?
that's it.
We'll just try and see what happens. Oh, there it goes,
Just
guys.
going through all those names.
Going through 204 names.
All right, Marco Rainey.
No, Michael Rain.
I'm reading upside down.
He doesn't read upside down very well.
All right, Michael Rainey commented, I want to win the giveaway. This will create an excellent start to be able to capture video of our Spider Riders group here in the Midlands of South Carolina. Enjoy all your videos. Well, Michael Rainey, you got it. So listen, what I want you to do is...
I think it's Michael Rain.
Rainey? I don't know.
Let us know which it is.
Yep, so yeah, you're the winner. So now all you do is contact me. And
Do a snapshot,
we'll get
do a
all
picture of that.
yeah, just screenshot that.
Screenshot that and I'll go back to
Bam.
the comments.
Yep, so now you go back.
Let me go back.
All right.
There we go.
Are live.
Ah, they're probably looking at us like, we're gone. Thank you for holding on and waiting for us, guys.
Wow, we went up to 197.
That's awesome.
I didn't think that many of you actually liked me.
So 197 people. I hope you all are subscribing.
Yeah, but look at the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you for the thumbs
updated.
up.
Maybe it just hadn't updated before.
It may
Steelers are
not.
starting to come out here.
Yes, they are. Hello, Rebel Soul.
Well, guys, only a couple more minutes because, like I said, it's almost 9 o'clock here, and I want to go get a couple hours of sleep before we hit the road. Maybe we'll try to pull out of here around midnight or so. That way, get through all the traffic areas late at night and get all those downhills, all the idiots wanting to hit their brakes in front of me.
Let's see. Guess.
Now, Michael, it may be a few days before I can actually mail it out to you because we're going to be traveling over the next couple of days. I don't know when we're in Carlisle whether I'll have access or the ability to get to a post office or UPS or not, but I know for sure that once we get home,
we'll be able to get it
definitely
mailed out
to
to you.
like right away.
Yeah. If you don't live that far away, you could probably drive to you.
Possibly, I don't know where he lives. Well, it said Midlands of South Carolina, so it can't be that far.
Yep. Good evening, Billings, Montana.
Billings, never been there yet. It's on my bucket list.
How are you guys doing up there? Hopefully okay. We've been hearing lots of not so great news up in Montana.
Yeah, we're losing light too.
Yep.
The iPad's lighting up your face, but I'm over here in the dark.
Here, I'll put you in the
it's
light.
Okay, it's okay. They see me all the time. Let them see your beautiful face.
Steve Hartness, yes, you can order AMSOIL from us. If you go on to extremebikes.com and press on the AMSOIL icon, it goes to our AMSOIL site and you can order as much oil as you'd like.
Sometimes you might have to click it twice. I noticed that. But yeah, guys, we appreciate that. If you're going to buy AMSOIL products, if you use our link, we do get credit for it. So it does help the channel. It helps our business a lot. So we do appreciate it.
Hello from Ontario, Canada. Or to Ontario, Canada.
Canadians, eh?
Yes. Hi, Todd.
Oh, Todd's watching.
Hi,
Howdy,
Todd. I hope you made it home safe.
Hey, Todd, just want to let you know, too, when we were out riding with John and Colleen yesterday, they were both wearing their heroic hoodies that they got from you.
They love those things. I was telling her that you should make some chaps with some light flannel liner on the inside, and she
Like
goes,
a
that
fleece,
would be
maybe."
awesome. Oh, also, don't forget, once we get to 10,000 subscribers, we are doing another giveaway for Love Jugs. So make sure you tell your friends, like, share, and subscribe.
All right, we've been on for an hour now. Wow, that hour went by fast.
I did it.
You know, when we did this, Kitty was like, I don't want to do this really long. I want to get some sleep. Like, yeah, it's like 15 minutes.
It doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
We get into conversations. And
Thanks,
yapping.
Bob and Tam.
Yeah, see where people are dropping now. The
So-
non-winners like, damn it, it wasn't me.
Ed Wilkerson, yes, it will work in your Talon. If you go on to AMSOIL.com,
Ed Wilkerson from Orlando, Ed Wilkerson?
that's who I think
Okay.
that is. If you just plug in the make, year, and model, it will tell you everything that AMSOIL carries for your Talon. Yes, it's me.
What's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever.
We haven't seen you in a long time. You need to come to Daytona and say hello. Sorry, the mosquitoes are really getting obnoxious.
Or
so
come back to North Carolina like you did last time.
yeah, that would be cool. You can come visit us.
Yeah, in fact, that was so long
We
ago.
moved again. We're not in the same
You
house.
haven't even seen the new house yet.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here, guys. thank you so much for hanging out with us for the past hour.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Michael. I know you'll get good use out of it, and I know you'll enjoy it as much as Adam did.
All right, well, guys, that's
Can
it.
they get
Huh?
Amsoil in the UK?
That's a good question. I don't know if they can or not. I don't know if there's any distributors over there that might get that. I'll have to check with Amsoil on that.
Email him
I know
and
I
ask
know I
him
should
that
know
so he
that,
can
but I don't.
check to see whether or not they are not. I know years ago they did not, so I don't know if it's changed any. So, good night, Greg Matthews.
All right, guys, you have a good night. And until the next time we see you, keep those engines running.
Keep those engines running.
No, you hold that. I got to turn this off.
Gotta turn that off.
I got to turn this off.
Bye.
I got to remember how to end.
I think you just press end, dear.
Yeah, I got to hit the X. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?